So, what they did for Stephen Hawking and science is probably pretty much how they want the rest of your life to go with 5G and COVID. And they did 5G to mask. They did COVID to mask 5G EMF poisoning. They did that so you wouldn't notice the brain fog while they were mapping you with AI. And if they'll do this to the world's smartest man, just put words into his mouth. I mean, they call him the world's smartest man, but just watch this complete puppeteering. They're just completely comfortable taking a special needs person who's over and over saying, I want to live with my mother in her house. I want to go live with my mother in her house. And they're putting all these words in his mouth. That's the type of people who did COVID, 9/11, the hoax school shootings. That's what they want to do with you.
From about the age of 9 or 10 that I wanted to be a scientist. Most of my activities, like playing with model fireworks or model railways or playing complicated games, was aimed in some way at finding out how the world worked around me.
So in a sense you went from modeling planes to modeling the universe.
I was never very good with my hands, and my models did not work very well. But I was always interested in models that I could control. And I think that nowadays I have translated that into studying physics.
So they're just perfectly happy to make a human puppet, essentially, and they dragged him around while he was suffering, while he was cognizant enough to just want to go live with his mother. And they just, paraded him on stage and said, this is what this great man is saying, and those are the people that, you think, like, what level would someone stoop to, and then how much can you trust them? So they would wheel a special needs person around as a puppet for agendas. Hey, so what would they do with their global bioterrorism attack that hides the side effects of 5G EMF poisoning that they were assassinating AI pioneers 17 years ago to get a monopoly on? Hey. Once again, you can read the Wired article, 2 AI pioneers, 2 bizarre suicides. They both decided to commit suicide within a month of each other, like mega genius AI pioneers, like, the Einsteins of their day. They both decided to commit suicide within 1 month of each other by putting a plastic bag over their head and breathing. They only met each other once, but they were the top of their field. One wanted to give it away for free, which would have been a big no-no. So they had to go. One of them was taunting the FBI actively, like hacking the FBI's website, like real super genius. Putting online, like he was a legend. He was putting online. The FBI really likes to look at pictures of kittens. But when you hear about this stuff, and you're like, oh, someone would do something if it was true. But the trouble is, the people whose job it is to do something, it's like if you found out your local police department was corrupt, and you're like, they can't be corrupt. One of them would put themselves in jail. Like, it's just... So anyway. Well, that's that.
Because in a way, if you understand the universe, then you have control of it. If Einstein's general theory of relativity is correct, the universe began with a singularity called the Big Bang.
He just said, and then the guy's like, if Einstein's theory of relativity is like, anyway, the trouble is trusting honest people are honest and trusting, so they trust people to be honest and trustworthy. So nobody looks twice at this stuff, but these are jobs that millions and millions of honest people in the world could be doing, but are now occupied by, like, just mega criminals, like super ultra criminals. And to be fair to them, it's some kind of weird demonic mind control stuff, but anyway, crazy.